Sakibul will spin the coin. Heads is the call. It's gone for a toss. What's it, Andy?
It's a tail.
Tails it is. Well, Sakibul, you're lucky with the toss. You won it again. What have you decided?
We'll have bat first. Looks to me a very good batting track, so we'll have bat first.
And you see this pitch being any different from the one in Chittagong, pace-wise?
No, looks to me a very similar wicket. Will be a bit slow, maybe for the first couple of hours. Then it will be a very good track for batting.
Have a good one, Sakibul.
Thank you.
Well, MS, you've back at the helm, lost the toss. Would you have batted as well?
Well, it's not a bad toss to lose because, frankly speaking, we had mixed reaction because we have a bowling side that can make use of 1.5 hour. Initially that they will get. I think the help they will get because it's black soil and it has the tendency to retain moisture for a while and it's nice cool weather. So I don't think it's a bad toss to lose.
Now you're playing a lot of Test cricket in recent times. You got 2 more tests against South Africa to come. You'd like to keep this winning momentum going.
Well, of course, it's important because it's about playing good, consistent cricket over a period of time. It's not like a one-day format where one individual comes in, scores big or gets 4-5 wickets, and you are on top of the opposition. So it's good, to get the momentum going right from now. And next is an important series against South Africa.
Have a good one, MS.
Tamim Iqbal, the man will strike. And here's Zahir Khan. Squared him up completely. Superb start once again from the left-arm seamer.
Well, the tentativeness, that is so much a feature of the first ball of a test match. You don't know what to expect. And he was very lucky over there. Got a leading edge. For a moment it looked as if he was going to be bowled.
Big appeal this time. Down the up goes the finger. Not the greatest of deliveries, but a bowler with his first delivery in a test match will feel delighted that he's picked up a wicket.
Well, that's the worst possible way for any batsman to get out. They call it being strangled down the leg side. And if you get a nick and the wicketkeeper catches you down the leg side, that's the worst possible way for the batsman to get out. Of course, run out also. But Ishant Sharma very confident that the batsman had nicked it. He doesn't look very happy, Imrul Qais, but that could be because he's out first ball. And it's 0 for 1.
Early loss of the opener. Imrul Qais brings in Junaid Siddiqui. Slipping Junaid Siddiqui, but the first runs on the board for Bangladesh, and Siddiqui gets off the mark. Bowled him, superb delivery, this one coming back in. The length has been spot on from Zahir Khan from ball number 1, and it's the shape into the left-hander that's done the damage now.
Well, the previous ball he'd had a wild slash, and this time again hardly moving his feet, deflecting off the pads onto the stumps. But poor footwork there by Tamim Iqbal. He was nervous right from ball 1, and now he's got time in the dressing room to contemplate what he could have done better.
So 4 for 2 after winning the toss and deciding to bat first. Both the fast bowlers picking up a wicket each. Gets in the most experienced batsman in the Bangladesh lineup. He's got to use all his experience, Mohammad Ashraful, and make a contribution.
He's whacked it. That should be a boundary. Yes, it is. It's 8 for 2.
Another big appeal. There was a deviation. Another one by Siraj. Short delivery from Zahir Khan. And Junaid Siddiqui, we saw in the last over, uncomfortable with the short deliveries. He's probably got a glove on the way to MS Dhoni.
You got it, Siva. That distinct level of uncomfortableness was seen by Zahir. So he banged this one in short. He's got a very good bouncer. He just tried to fend it away, and he's lost his wicket. 13 for 3.
Best of 65. That's been the problem.
So good to see him back. That's nicely timed. He'll get 4. Well, it's a kind of situation that might just suit Mohammad Ashraful, because he's not had too much time in the dressing room to think about things. Wickets have fallen quickly. He's out there in the centre. The field is up. He can play his natural game. He was looking to work it on the onside. He'll get 4 for it. But it's come of a thickish outside edge, more leading edge.
Yes, over again, we have mentioned that if you bat in early, you need to present the full face of the bat that time, closing the face of the bat, getting a leading edge, and picks up a boundary.
Gets the single. He won't get 1, he'll get 5 now with overthrows. It doesn't please the bowler. Pragyan Ojha shying at the stumps, no one backing up.
He picked it up nicely and threw it, trying to hit the stumps. No backup. Mohammad Ashraful will take that. 5 to his credit.
Very good shot. Over pitched on middle and leg, but still had to be put away. And that's put away in style by Mohammad Ashraful. That's when you talk about his talent. He's got all the shots in the book. He has time when he plays pace. If anything which he has to work on, he's got to tighten up his defence, be prepared to go through the hard grind of keeping the good balls out. Driven through the offside handsomely by Ashraful. Second boundary of the over, and another quality shot. That's in the air, taken comfortably. That is good piece of bowling. It pushed him back, drew him forward for the drive. That was a sucker delivery, and it was good enough for Rakibul. Rahul Dravid making no mistake once again. Number 4 goes down for Bangladesh, and they're in deep trouble.
Lovely piece of bowling from Ishant Sharma. You're talking about the forward short leg and the extra bounce, and then a full length delivery, asking him to drive. Nick gone for 4. It's all 4s, 44 for 4.
Shakib Al Hasan, the Bangladesh skipper, is coming to bat. Ashraful asking for 2, and they'll get it easily. Nice shot. Made a little bit of room. That'll be a boundary.
Well, Mohammad Ashraful has decided that he's going to play his natural game. He's not really overawed by the Indian bowlers, prepared to take on Pragyan Ojha in that instance and driving him through the covers so nicely for another 4 runs. But I just have a feeling that he'll have to water down his shot.
Got him. Got him. He was way too aggressive. Went for the big hit. And then Dhoni did the rest.
How silly can you get? Just as I said that he needs to sober down and water down his shots. Look at him going down the wicket. Yow of a shot. Nowhere in line. No problems for the keeper. He's annoyed with himself. But young man, you've only got yourself to blame. Silly way to get out. Mohammad Ashraful out for 39. Bangladesh.
5th comes into bat. It's a lovely shot. Lovely shot that by the Bangladesh captain. Nice straight bat. I like it. Very good straight pad. He pushed it very firmly.
Listen, the bowler didn't have a chance even getting to that one. It seemed so effortless, but it really rocketed away from his bat. Lovely timing, the placement perfect, full face of the bat, holds his pose for the cameras and gets 4 runs.
Beautiful stop. Be a boundary.
Well, that's something that Mushfiqur Rahim deserves. He plays more proper shots, and we've seen him doing that in the second innings of the Chittagong Test. Behind that nicely, timed it ever so sweetly and reasonably effortless. Not a big follow through with the bat, but still placed nicely for 4 runs.
He likes to change his angle. Nobody at third man. Will be 4 more for Rahim.
Played it with a slightly open face of the bat. Got it away past the diving Yuvraj Singh. Just
frustrating. We've seen this happen very often. Nobody at third man, genuine edge, and 4 more runs.
this time he was forced to play at it. The first delivery of this over, Mushfiqur left it alone, going past the outside edge. This time he did well to drop his hands, played with soft hands. That's what helped it to go in the gap.
That's a good hit. He waited for the loose delivery. So important. It shows good concentration as well. The loose delivery was there, that's put away. A dot ball to end the over. So at lunch.
The day progresses. Lovely shot. Does play that beautifully. He played a couple of cut shots before lunch. What a way to start proceedings after the break. Nicely on top of it. Good afternoon, Shamim.
Afternoon, Ravi. Well, he does play that shot very on top of it, places it to perfection.
See again, width on offer, and there's no half measures. Just crashing it past point for the second time in successive balls.
More of the same, much to the delight of the crowd. This one slightly wider than the previous one, but still well on top of it, timing it.
Short delivery, and he's kept it down, will find the boundary. Just for a moment, one thought it took him by surprise, but he controlled it well.
I think he adjusted very nicely at the last moment. It veered up on him. It's not early into the shot, but did well. Kept the ball going into the ground with the roll of the wrist. Again, somehow seemed to have the 5 wickets.
So there you go. It wasn't quite a half volley, but the width was an offer there, so the shot was on. And he's promptly put it away to the boundary.
Well, I think Ishant Sharma obliged. He tried to hit a similar kind of stroke the previous delivery, but this one was more up to him. Enough width, and he was onto it in a flash. There you see, striking it nicely through the covers. It's very adept at that shot. Give him a lot of confidence.
Now that's kept low, and got him. That was bang on target, and I think the bounce here has surprised Mushfiqur Rahim. No problem for the umpire to raise that finger of his. It looked bang on target.
It sure did. Just hitting on the cement. Well, it wasn't too low. It hitting him above the knee roll there. And big appeal. Let's have a look at the hook. Just checking back in and possibly going on to hit the middle stump. It did indeed. No problems for the umpire. Another one bites the dust for Bangladesh, unfortunately. Good partnership comes to an end. Ishant Sharma gets the scalp of Mushfiqur Rahim. Caught in front for 30, Bangladesh.
106 for 6. And Mohammedullah Riyad, who played so well in the first innings of that test in Chittagong. Fine shot. No need to run for that. The timing was exquisite. And again, what's good to see, much straighter this time, Shakib.
All looks much nicer when the full face of the bat is offered to the ball. He is well across on top of it, and just a shade wide, but he really timed it using the pace of the ball, and the placement was perfect. He's got to stay there.
He's worked it fine. Good placement. He'll get a boundary, Mahmudullah.
Gets himself a boundary.
Instant taken. Again paying a huge price. He was in no position, Shakib Al Hasan, but MS Dhoni will feel delighted. The bowling change has done the trick.
Shock and disbelief. Very loose stroke from the captain, Shakib Al Hasan. Stunned. Spectators, look how far it is from him. Going away and edging it straight to the keeper. Soft dismissal. Good change. Finally picks up the wicket of Shakib Al Hasan.
So Zair Khan picking up his third wicket. It's 127 for 7. New man in. Shahadat Hussain. He doesn't want to get into line. Just wide of mid-on. It's just about a matter of time before Shahadat Hussain looks for the big shot. Just wide of Murli Vijay at mid-on. He will get 4.
Successful in this stroke from he'll just look for big runs, quick runs, because he really doesn't trust himself. He can bat. His high score is 30 odd, 33 to be exact. Lovely looking shot, short off the back foot. Super shot, went like a rocket. Mahmudullah Riyad looks to be a very, very good player. Mahmudullah Riyad, short, inviting him to play the shot. That doesn't disappoint.
Edged, and did that carry? Was it put down? Dravid doing well to get a hand to it. 141 for 7. Very good delivery. Again getting his front leg out of the way, playing away from the body. Certainly carried. Dravid just diving behind him. Not in front. Just about carried.
No half measures. He'll get 4 for that.
He's a good player, along with little Mushfiqur. He's a very, very good player. Look at the way he gets right on top of it and make sure that the ball is hit over the that ring of slip fielders, deliberately undercutting to make sure that the ball goes over.
He's got him. Well, at least there's an appeal from MS Dhoni. He's pretty certain. Now, has he dragged his foot here? Again, tossed up. Nod of the head from Rahul Dravid as well. Beaten, dragging. It's on the line. This could be out. Remember, the line belongs to the umpire. He needs some part of the foot behind that line. There you see, that gives you a clear idea. The bails have been dislodged. And Bangladesh now in real trouble. 150. Rafiul Islam comes out to the middle.
There's the reverse sweep. There is a man in the deep, but the ball will win the race. Very good execution of the reverse sweep.
Mahmudullah Riyad has given it his best effort. He's trying to get runs off the early deliveries of the over. Then try and retain the strike. Getting the single towards the latter part of the over. ball. He moved away, tried to play through the vacant areas on the offside. Ball followed him, but this time he makes good, playing the reverse sweep.
Plays the big shot and connects well. Ends the over with the boundary. 169 for 8. Through the infield. Great commitment in the debut. Doesn't have control over it. That boundary will get the half century for Mahmudullah Riyad. The second one in Test match cricket. And he's turning out to be a superb performer for Bangladesh.
He's played well again. And on that occasion, lovely high back lift and the swing of the bat. Good effort down in the deep, but in the end off the body, the ball goes onto the boundary.
Taking it from the leg stump. And he's picked his spot to perfection. Another good hit for Mahmudullah Riyad. Now he's starting to score in boundaries. Fluent hands, good placement. Not a great deal of footwork. Lovely hands, hitting it through the line with a steady head.
Yes, elegantly played. Had a good balance also. To be able to hit the ball off the middle, hit it away from the fielder in the deep. So another boundary for Mahmudullah. That's his 8th boundary.
He will get runs. He wanted to play and then wanted to leave. And he will take that 4.
Yes, that's not in the coaching manual, but he'll get 4 for it. And also it prompts Story to get the gully out, sends him down to the 3rd man. So just the 3 slips now as a result of that shot, which went down to the 3rd man bound.
It's up in the air.
Harbhajan running back, the ball will clear him. And reach the rope as well. Doesn't please Harbhajan Singh as he kicks the advertising hoardings, makes a mess of it. Not happy at all because just got the feeling he misjudged it a bit. Unable to stop it. And then a bit of football. Bang. Four more. 50-run partnership as well. Again, a little bit of width on offer. And he generates good bat speed, Mahmudullah Riyad. He's into the 70s. His highest score.
Oh, what a fine shot this is. He's played it very late. And yet he's in control. It's not always easy to play that shot when you play it as late as that.
Change of angle, edged and taken, drop it. Very safe hands. Good thinking from Ishant Sharma. Thinking about going round the stumps, and the angle was always going to leave the right-hander. And another catch for Rahul Dravid.
And finally the partnership is broken. This time he angled the bat and gave a catch to Dravid. Went quite sharp, but he was well balanced, comfortably taken in the end. So Ishant Sharma has produced the breakthrough. A good stubborn knock from Saiful Islam, and he's gone for 9.
So last man in, Rubil Hussain. They won't pick this thing over, will they? It's 2:14 for 9.
That's nicely punched. It'll be a boundary. What a shot.
What a shot indeed. Just leant back and made so much room for himself. He really went back quite a bit onto his crease on the onside and then played it inside out all along the ground. Full control. Nice balance shot. It's not easy to play a shot when you're moving swiftly backwards and trying to adjust the line of the delivery and then playing it away.
What a shot. Well, we've been saying that. Maybe the Bangladesh team think tank should be looking at that and asking themselves, why are we sending this man at number 8? Unless it's, of course, to say that, look, we have a batting lineup that bats up to number 8.
Well, that could be it, but great shot, dancing down the wicket to the pitch of that ball, and he's decided that he's going to go for it now. 93 to Mahmudullah.
Will that be it? Oh, yes, no situation. Oh, he's missed it. Sehwag threw at the right end. Oza might have gone back a little too much, but he was giving the fielder the chance to score a direct hit as well. Can't blame the bowler.
Well, Mahmudullah Riyad initially started to go yes and no right in the middle. Butterflies in the stomach of both the batsmen, more so for the non-striker Rubeul Hussain to really come back. Oh dear, that was close.
Oh yeah!
Bowled him. Bowled him. And Mahmudullah, well, he's stranded on 96. Everybody's going and shaking his hands because they know what a capital innings he has played, the young man. 96 not out. It was his innings that has given some sense of respectability to the Bangladesh total. Nicely tossed up. Big gap between bat and pad. The furniture behind him disturbed. And look at Mahmudullah at the non-striker's end.
Very disappointed, and so was his coach, the manager, everybody in the ground. Very, very disappointed. But the tail end, the number 11 batsman did try his best. That was too good a delivery. Mahmudullah Riyad, after a scintillating innings, full of lovely strokes and full of a lot of authority and responsibility, walks back to the applause of his teammates. 96 not out. Bangladesh fold up at 233.
So that's the batting. Out there in the centre, Sehwag and Gambhir will open the batting. He's had a terrific start to his test match career. And a terrific first delivery from Sheffield, who would be warmed up having spent some time at the crease. That's gone through. Again, a good delivery, squaring up Gambhir. He gets the leading edge. That was tentative.
My God, did that go close enough for Rakibul Hasan to pick up a catch? We'll just have to wait and see. Good movement of the seam, getting the leading edge. Look at that. Just going in between those two fielders. Superb delivery from Shafiul Islam.
Nicely played. Has worked very hard on this shot and he executes it extremely well. Just stays on the ball that bit longer so he can play with the full face of the blade. Doesn't look to work it through square leg. Just stays still on top of it and gets that mid-wicket area.
Ball, Saki! Come boy, come boy!
The idea, of course, is to try and break through this partnership.
Oh! Certainly is a much better pitch, this one here, than the one in Chittagong, where there was turn on day one. Was on the slower side. So important for Virendra Sehwag to contribute in a significant manner.
With the defence like that.
Through the infield will be just a single. There is a man in the deep. Uses the feet, just clears mid-wicket. Will get 4. Gambhir to end the over. It's 35 for none. Doesn't bother running. It's short, it's wide outside the off stump, and that's bread and butter for Virendra Sehwag. Add 4 more.
Pulled that down very short. And Sehwag just went under it. Knew he could just smash it anywhere he wanted. Went backward to that fielder in the deep. That's the third boundary for Sehwag. Long spells in both innings.
Looking to use his feet in this over.
Come on in now, lads. Come, boys.
Wait and see if Saqib Al Hasan is looking to shorten his length.
Beautiful bowling. Sack.
Won't be too much turn on this pitch, at least for the first couple of days, if not 3 days. It'll be a very good pitch to bat on.
That's it. Saqib.
Half you down. He feels the need to rotate strike, doesn't he?
Yes, not happy if he's not able to get it down to the other end or even hit it for a boundary. This time he thought he beat the fielder, but Saqib was quick. Used the foot, and the return wasn't to the gloves. Had been a better throw, it may have been closer, but Sehwag was in full stretch.
Ball. Sack.
Good over. 40 for no loss. 4. In total control. There was this extra bounce that he had to counter. He played it late and got on top of the ball.
He had to get right up on his toes. In fact, went off the ground to have control. Just a little, just enough off the ground to control it and hit it backward to the point fielder. Was in full control of the shot.
Staying in line, there is a field in the deep. Gambhir is called for 2, and it's an easy 2. Shahzad Hussain, the fielder in the deep, plays with the captain. Bit of a chase. Going to be a teaser for the fielder in the deep. Good placement by Gambhir. Didn't look to hit it too hard. He focused on placement and will get 4.
Yes, well timed the drive from Gambhir. Got to the pitch of it and then stroked it into the gap. 2 fielders down in the deep. There is a deep extra cover. Mid off is quite deep, almost long off, but he bisected them.
Ball, Ash.
And he goes fine. He knows exactly where the fielders are, Virendra Sehwag. And these are easy runs for him. Gets to 31.
Got his front foot down the track first, then adjusted it so that he could bring his bat down, play it fine. Just a movement forward first, then opened the front leg and hit it very fine.
Very good hit. Beats the fielder in the deep. Using the bottom hand to generate the power. Doesn't matter if the second last over of the day. If it's there to be hit, he'll hit it.
Again, use of the feet was good. Feet were in a position where he could bring the back, swing through completely.
Exactly what he's looking to do here. This is a beauty. He split the gap. Very wristy, very elegant, and 4 more. It's a man in a hurry.
Yet again, the use of the feet. This time it's on leg stump, so he gets the leg out. Just watch that front leg, how he gets it out and gives room to bring the bat through. And then it's put into the gap.
Early call from Sehwag. Has been referred. Sehwag isn't worried. He was very quick to call, although he played it off the back foot. Just get a feeling he might be home. Ashraful, the fielder. Yes, certainly home.
Umpire Rasmus going upstairs because Sehwag had to avoid the ball. He had to run away, which would have cost him a split second in terms of time, but he seems to have got in.
At the ball, very good commitment that.
Goes after that. There is deep point. He can do nothing about it. That's reached the boundary in a flash and brings up another half century for Virendra Sehwag.
So this half century has taken him halfway there. But look how he has reached out to a delivery that most other opening batsmen would have left well alone. And despite a fielder being there at deep point.
Beautifully played. He plays this shot so well, Gautam Gambhir. It's really effortless. It's just a gentle flick of the wrist and the placement is so good.
And timing. And of course he's brought the left-hander's elegance to it as well.
That's four. He made that shot happen by just chipping down the track.
Seems to have picked up from that great Australian Matthew Hayden.
How good is that?
If you pay money, it was leaning into the drive, the balance transferred onto the front foot, the front knee bent just right. Oh, technically you could go on and on.
That smash back. Now that's brute force for you. The fast bowler delivering a ball at 127 km, that's disappeared.
And denied him any runs this time because he's really smashed it. And there it is. Gautam Gambhir coming in congratulating his partner for yet another 100+ partnership. It's terrific stuff.
That's gone, that's gone. That's a beautiful comeback from Shahzad Hussain. That is a very good delivery.
Yes, what a superb delivery. It's been bowled at 139 kilometers per hour. And it took Virendra Sehwag totally by surprise. And Shahzad has given Bangladesh the breakthrough with a terrific delivery. Shakib delighted. Entire Bangladesh team up now.
Look to come good here. He looked to maintain the momentum that India have set. They're going at over 5 runs to the over. He's still able to get the placement right. Just a teaser for the fielder once again, showing good commitment, but the ball will win the race. Another boundary for Gambhir. He needs to continue. Losing his partner.
Coming around the wicket.
Morning to you, and that is the shot that he waited on. It's nice to see. He did no real movement onto the back foot, just waited on it and just played it away. Timing was good. Despite that effort, the ball just rolling over for yet another boundary to Gautam Gambhir.
Clever, opening the face of the bat. He'll get a boundary and also get his half century. 11th Test 50. And easy. Fantastic for a young man. That's the moment. Knew exactly what he was doing. Delayed the shot. There was nobody at third man. Just the one slip in a gully. So 9 fours and it's 50. Running the first one hard. But does it have enough to get to the boundary? 2 fielders after that. Will pick up 3, Gambhir.
Taking such an effortless shot. Back. Good commitment shown by the Bangladeshis. They'll have to keep on doing that and try and restrict as many runs as possible.
A fluent shot. Bit of work to do in the deep. It's a long chase. It'll be a tight call again. Good commitment by the fielder. And he reckons it's touched the rope. It's 4.
But again, the Bangladeshis trying their best. The last moment trying to put a foot in, but it's just going over the ropes at the last moment. Couldn't save that.
Scoring a half century in 11 consecutive test matches. That's very good running. Very, very good running. Oh, did he get some fingertip to it?
Well, this is not shown that the decision will be made by third umpire. What he has done is this, started talking in the walkie-talkie.
Out of the crease. Now what he wants, and that's why he used the walkie-talkie before he made that signal, is tell me if there is any contact with the fingers. If there is any contact, then it's goodbye to Rahul Dravid, because I don't think he got back in time. He's not even there. Well, I think he's made the right call. I think he's made the right call because he wasn't very sure.
Over.
That evidence was not 100%. It's gone for a biggie. Will it be a 6? Well, it's a boundary. 142 for 1. There again, surprise him with a bouncer. Absolutely similar kind of dismissal to that of Virender Sehwag.
He's got him in the right direction, short and into his body. Great delivery to get the wicket of Gautam Gambhir, who was looking set for a big score. Once again the short delivery coming into act, and once again a wicket for Bangladesh. Gautam Gambhir goes for 68, India 146 for 2.
Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar. Oh, what a shot. Gave himself just a little bit of room.
Come boys, come boys!
Yeah, what a lovely shot that is from Rahul Dravid. Just look at that, just getting his left leg away and then putting it away in style.
Excellent shot. He is a master at this. Marginally short in length and a small little gap. He finds it
so that he could get it into the gap. As he made contact, the left leg went out of the way for him to hit it into the gap.
That took off. Did that carry? It's a no ball. Dravid's walking, but it's a no ball. Dravid doesn't realize it's a no ball. The crowd is catch taken, but it was a no ball in the end.
Short delivery, and he's just gone over, unfortunately. Just sliding over once again. The short pitch delivery troubling the Indian batsman, this time Rahul Dravid. Very short delivery, climbed up at his throat, and a very good catch too. Junaid Siddiqui, the catcher.
Excellent shot. Made the adjustment, it didn't come up. Super shot from Dravid.
Sure whether this is the correct field placing from Shakib Al Hasan.
Just gets a hand to it. I think the ball will still reach the boundary. So the timing very good from Rahul Dravid. 185 for 2.
A lovely touch onto the legs and good balance. Just a flick of the wrist and races over to the boundary. It just might suggest that you're not doing the right thing. So swept away for 4. with the boundary. 22,000 runs in first class. The other being Sunil Gavaskar. Lovely shot.
Inside edge, lucky, very lucky. That's missed the stumps, not by much. He'll get a boundary for it. We've seen Tendulkar out in this fashion.
He just needs to be careful because he's bowled 5 no balls, and if he gets an opportunity to pick up another wicket, I hope it's not another no ball from Rubal Hussain.
That's in the air, put down. Got 2 hands to it. That seemed pretty straightforward. No.
My word. Produced a delivery where it should have been caught. Simple catch. Can't believe it, Rubal Hussain. Should have been taken quite easily.
That's travelling. He's got enough bat on that for the ball to reach the boundary. And it also brings up Rahul Dravid's half century. So it's been a fine innings. And like I mentioned earlier,
Rakib Al Hassan, it's a new bowler now from this end, Shahdat Hussain.
It's gone through and should be 4. And greetings from Tendulkar for Shahdat Hussain.
Just can't afford to pull too hard, just in the gap to cover an extra cover. Elegant looking shot. 4 runs for the taking.
Beauty. 3rd time in that area. That's what he does extremely well. Doesn't get his front leg far too across.
Because the ball is drifting into the batsman, allowing him to just flick it away. Maybe he's trying to do this. This is what happened in Chittagong when Rahul Dravid.
lovely shot. Nice way to bring up the half century for Tendulkar. Well, that's as good a shot as he's played in this timing and placement.
Yes, this is a terrific shot. Everything so correct about that shot. And that not only brings up a half century for Sachin Tendulkar, one more, but also the 17th time have figured in a century partnership. That's the most in Test cricket.
Yes, they've been the pillars of the Indian batting for over a decade now. Rahul Dravid making his debut in 1996 very quickly. Test history, Greenwich Haynes, Hayden and Ponting, Langer and Ponting as well. Has he taken that? No. And Tendulkar looking to run it down. I don't think he got it.
Get to it, but the timing of the dive important. He was looking to run the ball down to third man. He does it so well. But this one only came at 125 kilometers per hour, more like a tennis ball bounce, and therefore he wasn't able to get that pace that he normally gets, and it's quite clear that it hit him on.
That would have hurt the keeper. Very wide delivery down the leg side, and Tendulkar looking to paddle it around.
Well, he's also lucky that the ball didn't bounce up somewhere where any fielder could have taken the catch.
Running the first one hard, Tendulkar should get 2. India well placed at this stage. That should be 4. It was almost a full length delivery, more slow through the air. The greatness of Tendulkar coming in there. He stayed back, waited for the ball to arrive and picked a spot.
Short ball is now coming nicely onto the bat. Not very short, I mentioned, but plenty of time for him to get back there.
Catch was the call, but he's easily cleared mid-on. Will get 4. Dravid. 9th boundary in this innings. He gets to 76 with that 4.
And he picked it up well.
Tendulkar now this time. Hasn't hit it too well. Mid-on was interested. Shafiul Islam, the fielder, was in the air for a long time. Got the elevation.
But Dravid did it earlier in the over, and that's what made Tendulkar mistime it or not time it as well as he would have liked to.
Catches the call. Well shot of the man at deep square leg. 280 for 2. Picks it from way outside the ladder of stump, and it will be 4. A super shot that from Sachin Tendulkar.
The line to run behind it, chase around, and he couldn't get there. So you could see him running behind the ball because he was that much in front of the boundary line.
It's the paddle fine this time. And another boundary.
Seen 2 sweep fielders are out in the deep. It's very fine away from that fielder at back with square leg. It's them powerfully as well. Both occasions the fielders having to run after the ball and failing.
Again the sweep shot, and it's rocketed to the boundary. There were 2 fielders in the deep, but they hardly moved.
The last over was similar to that, around or just outside off stump. He's taken it all the way around and hit it in front of square.
Too short, it stayed low, but the same result for Tendulkar. Brings up the 150 of the partnership, 151.
Very good ones for India. That certainly didn't bounce very much, but Tendulkar is down just enough, bending his knees so that he could get hold of it.
And more runs. Just the 1. Hesitation. Directed. Appeal from the fielding side. Murray Erasmus will wait for the run to be completed. He's gone upstairs. He's referred it.
Dragging it in. That's where the bail comes off. Maybe he's just gone past the crease. Could have got away again. He's had a bit of luck going his way today. This could be another one.
There is so much of doubt it's got to be not out, but we'll wait and see. And it is not out. Huge sigh of relief.
Now that India is in a very good position here. A little bit uppish that.
That's gone through. Races into the boundary. 2 men very close in catching position. On the edge just for a bit. Yes is a call. 45th Test match 100 for Sachin Tendulkar. And even he'll tell you 100 is 100 is 100 wherever you get it, against whichever country, it doesn't matter. Go and look at the scorebook. It's number 45. There's Mohammedullah Riyad now. Again the sweep straight away being employed, getting a boundary. He's just peppered that onside field and he's targeted Riyad
to keep it along the ground, because there was a fielder there at square leg who's now moved to a finer position.
Now this has gone very fine. Just cut off inside the boundary with 3 runs comfortably taken. The 90s now. That's beautifully placed. This time he'll get 4, Dravid. He very quickly moves on to a 95, expensive over that 330.
Short, and because it's a slow pitch, Dravid had ample time to get onto his back foot, and this time played a little early to hit the ball square.
Beautiful placement, beautiful placement. What a way to bring up his 100. Been a very fine innings for Rahul Dravid, and his good run continues. 200s again.
Well, he's played that shot once before as well, and again taking the front foot out of the way to make sure that he could take advantage of that half volley. And what a way to get to yet another Test 100. So with that, Tendulkar and Dravid are the only batsmen to have scored at least 200s against all Test playing countries.
Good use of the feet, and the placement even better. Taking it on the full, and Dravid's flowing freely. A 12th boundary for Rahul Dravid.
Pressed it into the gap. The use of the feet coming down the track.
.350 for 2. A little bit of turn, but delightful shot, just opening the face of the bat at the last moment. He's just toying with the bowling now. Just slicing it intentionally, because the man in the deep was a lot straighter, and Tendulkar will pick up another 4.
And this one very short, very wide outside off stump. Tendulkar stretching out to reach it.
Oh, it's hit him. It's hit Rahul Dravid. Tucking into the bouncer. Trouble. Could be real trouble. Not very frequently do you see Rahul Dravid's reaction, as we see now on the... And he's ducked right into the ball.
It hit the visor, didn't hit the top part of the helmet, hit the visor as he ducked into it. Misjudge it's a hard ball. Would have stunned him as well.
But straight away he's decided to go off and get some treatment.
Yes, the ball also seemed to follow him. It just came back into him once it hit the ground, once it hit the pitch. That's why it got him on his shoulder, just grazed the shoulder, and then went on to the grill. Took the helmet off at once, and thankfully he had one on.
He's a very good player as well. Only which is a regular opener. Comes a handy batsman.
Gorgeous shot.
Well, that was something that just drifting down leg. You need to bring it in from outside the off stump, and easy pickings for Murali Vijay. It looks so elegant and so classy. And the way he played that shot effortlessly really speaks a lot about his abilities.
Nicely played it late. Will pick up too comfortable. Oh, he's gone over to the boundary. I thought the effort from the fielder was that he's just jogging along. And got enough for the boundary and picks up the 400 for India. 402 for 2.
Tendulkar down the track. It's gone a long, long way and clears the boundary comfortably. First ball of the over, gave the bat.
It does look effortless, doesn't it? Doesn't even bother to look. He knew that it'll go all the way.
Goes again. This time 1, 2, 3 bounces and over the rope. The field is up, so Tendulkar quite happy to use his feet and hit down the ground. He's gone straight to mid-wicket. Soft dismissal in the end. He can't believe it. Imran Kayas making no mistake, not quite to the pitch of the ball, can't keep it down. And straight to mid-wicket. So Sachin Tendulkar departing here after getting his 45th Test 100. Dismissed for 143. Dhoni coming up the order. I wonder if all's okay with Yuvraj. So Dhoni down the track, wasting no time whatsoever. The field was up. Strikes a boundary straight away. Again crashed hard off the back foot, 4 more. And Dhoni in this mood will try and up the ante. 10 overs. All depends on how quickly they want to leave Dhaka. Out, caught at mid-on, looking to clear the infield. Murli Vijay not getting the elevation. And Shakib Al Hassan has picked up 2 wickets in 2 overs. He hit a lot straighter. Down the track, too close to the pitch of the ball, not quite getting the elevation. Hitting the toe of the bat as well. And Mahmudullah Riyad making no mistake. So Vijay departs for 30 and India lose their 4th wicket, 436 for 4. So still no Yuvraj Singh, it's Harbhajan Singh.
Come sack. Good hit by Harbhajan Singh. Looking for the Yorker, doesn't get it right, but Harbhajan makes good enough contact to get a boundary. Nobody in the deep on the leg side. Harbhajan Singh will pick up 4. It's 458 for 4.
Shot well, just drifted it around midland leg, but the ball was pitched close enough for Harbhajan to play the sweep. So he picked it up well. Also no fielders in the deep on the leg side.
Harrison taken, so Harbhajan Singh has got to go. The last over of the day, just flirting with danger. The bowler gets another wicket, his 2nd one in this innings.
Looks at the toe of the bat, but wasn't the toe that the ball struck. Chased one outside the off stump. Islam has been tempting the batsman.
It's day 3 about to commence, and Zahir Khan has come out to join his captain Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Well, he goes for it one-handed. In the end, it ends up between mid-on and mid-wicket and into the boundary. And a short delivery, could be out, caught in the deep, yes. Shahdat Hussain making no mistake. He had ample time to judge that catch.
It was a well-directed short one as well, because Zahir was trying to move away and play that shot. Shahdat making no mistake. So very well-directed short delivery from Shafiul Islam. Gets rid of Zahir Khan.
New man out there, Ishant Sharma. In fact, it's Pragyan Oja. No, Ishant Sharma has come out to the middle. It's the batsman crossing over. Goes for the big one. Shahdat Hussain cannot get it. It's cleared him. So immediately he's got the opportunity. He's taken his chance, whether the field is back or not. And gets away this time. Didn't quite time it. Still 6.
Yes, we've been saying how strong a lad he is. And you can see that. Might not have come sweetly out of the middle of the bat, but still had enough punch in it to take it past that fielder at long off.
It's gone after that. Nobody in the deep. Will pick up 4. MS Dhoni to end the over. Good solid shot. He was expecting a full length delivery, Ishant Sharma. He will get 4. Be very happy with the shot. He's played it fine. MS Dhoni, and will get 4. Good placement. There are 2 fielders in the deep on the leg side, and he played it late to get the placement right. No, he's looking for the boundary. And he certainly will get it. As the over, 492 for 6. Goes over the top, confident hit with the field coming in. 4 more, brings up the 50 for the Indian captain. It's the 3rd instance of an Indian wicketkeeper scoring a 50 and effecting 5 dismissals in an innings in the same test match.
What a fantastic achievement here by the Indian skipper. That was on the cards, in the slot to be hit. He didn't miss out, way over the top, and raises his bat towards the dressing room's appreciation from the think tank for a perfect inning so far.
Decides to play the pull shot with all the fielders inside, and he will take that 4. Ishant Sharma doing really well there. He was looking for the Yorker, doesn't get it right. It's a delightful shot from Ishant Sharma. Gets to 12, and India 505 for 6.
So he's taken that single easily, no problems.
Mohammad Ashraful picking it up and having a shot. Oh, would have been gone.
Oh, didn't carry. 517 for 6.
Finally, Mahmoodul Riyad invites him to go over the top. Couldn't connect, falls quite in front of Shafiul Islam.
He's out. So the tossed-up delivery has done the trick. Sharma pushing at it, nicking it. The ball lobbing up in the air.
Finally, Mohammad Ashraful gets one right. He tossed it up and nick to the keeper. Second attempt for Mushfiqur Rahim. And finally he gets the wicket, gets the breakthrough. Ishant Sharma walks back to the pavilion for 13. India 518 for 7.
So 518 for 7, effectively 518 for 9. Last man, Pragyan Oja, comes out. Ishant Sharma, the man just dismissed. The lead for India, 285. Gets 4 instead. It's 524 for 7. He goes for the big one. And like I mentioned, when he connects, it doesn't matter where the fielder is, he'll clear the ground comfortably. Only when we were certain he would go over the top. Clears it comfortably.
Yes, this time he really got hold of it. Precise footwork, got down the track and was balanced to hit it.
No oiling required, no knocking required. Just take it out to the middle. Plenty of wood on it. Even Mahendra Singh Dhoni's bat, if you look at the centre, a lot of meat on it. If it hits the centre, it will disappear. The lead now 300. That struck powerfully off the back foot. He'll split the field in the deep. Just goes to show how hard he hits the ball. There are fielders on the boundary on the offside. Still he gets the boundary. Chance of a run out here. And it hits the batsman on the way.
There was definitely a chance because Oja was almost at the other end. But coming back, he got close to the stumps, which is what he should have done. And the throw has got him. So he's safe.
He's got him here. I think he's got him. Well, there was a big appeal from Mushfiqur Rahim. Let's take a look as to what happened here. The bail's taken off. Did his leg go in front? Yes. It looked as if it was dragged. Did he get it back on time? Bails are rough, and he might have just got it back. See, they're just back in time now. It's the third umpire. Will have to make the decision. He'll take 2 or 3 looks at this from different angles.
Yes, his foot did go a fair way out of the crease, but then he got back pretty quickly.
Yeah, this one gives you a clearer idea. He might well be out. It will be out.
Here's the decision. Yes, there you are. So that's the lunch break also. And Stoney's gone back for 89, stumped by Rahim of Rakibul right at the stroke of lunch.
Which would mean that there might be a declaration as well. Because there's no point Yuvraj Singh coming out to bat with an injured hand. The lead is 311. So that's the news now that India have gone into lunch 5:44 for 8. Dhoni, the last man to be dismissed, stumped and missing out on 100. 89. And you can see India losing 3 wickets in that session of play. 2 players will not bat. That's Dravid for sure. Yuvraj Singh was padded up just in case Dhoni was stranded with 10-15 runs to go for 100. But now that he's dismissed, you could just see India declaring on that score.
Strange session it was. Bangladesh managed to get 3 wickets. Islam finishing with 3. He was the best of the lot. Good bowling from the youngster. And then 1 for Shadat, a couple for Shakib. Certainly didn't bowl enough this morning. Bowled in short spells. And right down the bottom, Rakibul also picking up a wicket bowled that last over before lunch and getting Dhoni in the last delivery. 133 overs bowled. That's how it's gone so far. 233, India 544 for 8 at the lunch break here on day 3, and a lead overall of 311.
For India. Bangladesh openers have a big job on the hands. He's playing. Tamim Iqbal. Imrul Kayes also went for a duck in the first innings. He was unlucky though, ball hitting the thigh pad. He's on a pad as well. Good shot. This much fuller than his normal length from Zahir Khan. The footwork a lot better from the batsman.
That's a nice shot. Very nice shot.
Has it been taken? Yes! Terrific catch by Dinesh Karthik. Had to dive in front.
Well, he stopped his shot. And what a terrific catch this by Dinesh Karthik. And Zahir strikes again. Imrul Kayes might feel disappointed, but he has only himself to blame.
22 years of age, Junaid Siddiqui. He's got to learn very quickly if he wants to perform at this level on a consistent basis.
Over pitch, but it's on middle and leg and put away nicely. Good balance when he played it, didn't fall over. Flashes and flashes hard. There's no one at third man. He gets the boundary. 4 more. This time in control of the shot. Well struck. 45 for 1. Nice shot. Brings up the 50 for Bangladesh.
Run the first one hard. Ishan Sharma, the fielder, will come back for the second and gets his half century. Tamim Iqbal, good effort. He's been very aggressive. 7 boundaries in his half century, and the crowd's excited. Happy for the young man. Good hit. Well, the man is short square leg, short mid wicket, but he finds the gap brilliantly. Looking to hit boundaries again. Look at the strike rate in excess of 100 in Test match cricket.
That's a very good shot. Really good shot. Down on his knees and swept it. Vacant space. It just man down on the onside. Went a lot squarer towards the mid wicket.
Take it on the half volley, not allowing the ball to turn. And it's for Siddiqui, getting his third boundary and getting to 25.
He's looking better and better as the time goes. Once again taking his time and getting on top of it and then clipping it away off his legs. Didn't try to hit it too hard, but got enough back to cross the boundary ropes.
There he is, looking for the big one. He's got the aerial route, but not the distance. Got the elevation, but it'll be only 4.
There you go. Up in the air, and he's got enough of the bat, and he's gone all the way. Brings up the 100 for Bangladesh.
Well, 3 dot balls, and he's not going to hold back, is he? Tamim Iqbal, first the 4, and then it gets even better with this big hit. Taking the chance, hitting against the turn. Big elevation, but the important thing, cleared the rope by quite a margin.
Good shot down the ground for 4. Good stride forward, full face of the blade.
So Pragyan Ojha will start proceedings. Nobody at point. Harbhajan Singh after it, but the ball will get to the boundary. Brings up the 100 partnership between these two batsmen.
It's been a rocking partnership because both of them have not been afraid to play their shots. Sometimes it's looked a little bit on the riskier side. Not this shot, because he had plenty of time to go back and then cut it where he wanted to. No fielder at backward point. The fielder has been moved there now.
It's off the glove. Playing the first one hard. That'll be his 100. What a moment. Excellent 100. And it's been an aggressive one from Tamim Iqbal. And everybody's happy.
Yes, it's an excellent 100. It's a top-class 100. And that too after getting out for a duck in the first innings. That takes some doing, and you can see the appreciation from the dressing room, from the crowd that has come down there. There he is, acknowledging somebody in the dressing room, perhaps the coach, the captain. Didn't quite get hold of it, was probably off the gloves. And there is, what? Wow. What a moment. It's always a magical moment to get a Test 100. It's what you play for as a batsman. It's what you dream about. And these opportunities will present themselves so he can get the boundaries of proper shots without trying to play the risky shots. There's a long on, deep mid-wicket.
Yes, but in the gap will be 4 to Siddiqui to win the over. 154 for 1.
Driven down the ground. So he continues to get the boundaries, Tamim Iqbal. So the partnership now worth 150, and Junaid Siddiqui playing his part. Even though Tamim Iqbal has done the bulk of the scoring, as you can see there. What a shot, he's producing some gems now. Down the track, that's smack big. That's up in the air, Tendulkar quite can't get hold of it. It was always going to be difficult. Top edge, he saw it, he ran back. Oh, just can't get his hands to it, and he's fallen badly on the shoulder. Just gets away from him.
And with shots like that, they've been able to deliver, and that takes Junaid Siddiqui to his half-century. Well played, young man. Very sensible cricketing knock.
Plays that fine, will come back for 2 and reach 150 in Test match cricket. Well played, young man. That's an outstanding innings and deserves the applause he's getting. 218 for 1.
It is a superlative effort from the youngster Tamim Iqbal. And he's done that exactly. With that single, brings up the 200-run partnership between these two. A monumental one for Bangladesh. 136 to Tamim Iqbal, 55 to Junaid Siddiqui. This has been a good combination.
He's got him, has he? Yes, the finger has gone up. Just when I said they've got to concentrate, the ball is reversing. It's invited the loose shot. This is good bowling by Zahir Khan. He kept it up.
Superb piece of delivery. This one just hitting the rough areas and going away from the left-hander. The previous one came back in to Junaid Siddiqui and finds the edge. Zahir Khan is the one who picks up the wicket and finally breaks the partnership. Junaid Siddiqui.
This is where Bangladesh might have to be a little careful. Still 20 minutes to go. Night watchman out there. He's got him! Zahir Khan has done the trick again. 2 left-handers dismissed in successive overs. And a magnificent innings this from Tamim Iqbal coming to an end. Getting an outside edge. Mahendra Singh Dhoni making no mistake. There's pin drop silence in the crowd, but they'll begin to clap now. He deserves a standing ovation. Mohammad Ashraful comes out to the middle now. This is a tricky little 6 or 7 minutes of play. That'll go away for 4 byes. India in the second innings. That's good punch down the ground. And it's good to see Sachin Tendulkar on the field as well as he chased that and threw the ball with the shoulder that was hurting him yesterday when he left the field. And that'll be heartening for Indian fans because India have had a spate of injuries in the last 3 or 4 days. That's a beautiful shot. The talent is there for everyone to see when he plays a shot like that. Sunny Gavaskar was saying the emphasis should be on stroking it rather than hitting it. He's done exactly that there.
And brilliantly executed, isn't it?
He's got hold of that. He'll get a boundary. And the crowd love it. Good response from the tail ender.
Yes, they don't really expect him to hang around too much, the crowd. And therefore everything that he does, particularly a boundary like this, is going to be a bonus. And that's going to give them a great deal of joy. And that's a good shot. It was way too short. And you can see the ball didn't even get well above the knee.
He's got that fine. And will reach the boundary. So off the glove there for Ashraful. 248 for 3.
He's a short man, didn't quite get on top of it. Maybe a bit of glove, bit of the chest guard if he's got a chest guard on.
Top edge over the slip cordon. And this will frustrate Ishant Sharma no end.
Captain can keep a fielder for that shot.
And what he's telling the dressing room, those who are watching there, the regular batsmen, that listen, if you apply yourself, there's no reason why we can't push India well into the 5th day. Just as I say it, he smacks him. Smacks him a long way. And Billy has time to enjoy himself, as does the crowd. They love that. They just wait for a 6 and watch Billy.
Well, that's very good use of the feet. That's a lovely shot. He's given a little bit of air.
Zach!
Yes, really got hold of it.
It's a delightful shot in good timing. A certain boundary for Shahid Hussain. Ends the over. 264 for 3.
Well, Shahid Hussain surprised all and sundry with that superb shot. It's just on the slot there. Waited on it and didn't really hit it very hard. Placement was perfect.
Go for the big one. Doesn't connect it properly, and luckily for him, it's well wide of the man at mid-on. Overthrows. Gambhir, the fielder. Harbhajan Singh after it. Well, he gives up the chase. The run's starting to come very easily. He ran 2 and 4 overthrows, gets 6 for that shot. Also brings up the 50 partnership.
That's sloppy work by the Indians. Very casual, just taking it hands away at the last moment. Gautam Gambhir really annoyed with that. Not the best of efforts here. Trying to boot it in, but not managing. There you go. Should have died for it. So all in all, not good from the Indian perspective, but wonderful for the Bangladeshis. More runs, that's what they want.
Well, he's played an extremely good shot. He realizes the ball's not turning, and he picked it from outside the line of off stump, getting down on his knees, and he's hit it very hard, gets to 32.
Take that chase, Sadat. Really blasting it from outside of off. Knew exactly where he's going to place it. Not too many fielders in the boundary. Tonked it away for 4 superb runs. And the field change is over now. Fargan Oja not really bowling to his field.
He's gone after him, long on. Oh, he puts it down. That really was a straightforward chance. Amit Mishra has put down a sitter.
Unbelievable. And what is he thinking? The fielding, Indian fielding has been very, very sloppy today. Easiest of chances, had enough time to go behind that, cover it, slicing that ever so slightly, Shahid, and whoa, easy as they come, he dropped it.
He's got to get his concentration going. Harbhajan won't mind it. It's a good delivery. Bit of air, turn and bounce.
It's always on shots like this that Ashraful looks so fragile. Seems to be premeditated, playing against the turn and almost getting beaten onto the wicket.
He wants to go for it now. It's up in the air. He's got a bit of an inside edge over there, so he's going to go for the second. He's not going to hang about there now. He's been playing the tail end of the shot despite the fact that there is a mid-wicket and a long on. He's taking his chances and getting away with it so far.
Yeah, once a night watchman bats for a longer period of time, he starts to feel a lot more confident.
Turn. Now that's interesting. I don't think he's going to hang around next ball. That's the temperament of a tailender. We'll be interested to see what he does. Playing and missing, he's going to say, no, this is not the way I want to go. I don't want to be dismissed softly. I'd rather go for the big one. Copybook forward defense.
I think both these batsmen have taken a leaf out of Junaid Siddiqui's batting yesterday. Well, there you go, one more time up in the air, but still manages to clear the field. Riding his luck. Shahadat Hussain will pick up 3 more.
Ojha is doing the right thing. He's tossing the ball up in the air, inviting the batsman to have a go. He's had a go, but the luck's not running with the bowler. It's with the batsman, the thick outside edge. Ball loops up in the air, wide of that fielder there.
Come on, Tugul, he's gone up in the air. He's all out. Yes, he is. Finally, Amit Mishra doesn't do any mistakes on that occasion. But Shahadat Hussain has done his part.
Yes, he has. He gave Amit Mishra a chance at redemption, and Mishra has accepted it with gratitude, taking this one comfortably and then banging the ball in a little bit in frustration as well as relief. But Shahadat has done a wonderful job for Bangladesh. It's 290 for 4. 7 matches, average not very impressive. The best of 65. Two men in front of the bat. He's got him. Turn and bounce. And Ashraful's patient knock comes to an end.
Yeah, I've said earlier that when they lose one wicket, they lose the second wicket very quickly. If that happens, they're in trouble, and that's what exactly happened. Beautiful piece of bowling. Turn, bounce, outside it, straight to the keeper. MS Dhoni does not do any mistake, and Pragyan Ojha picks up a good wicket of Mohammad Ashraful, who was looking good. Gone for 25, Bangladesh 291 for 5.
India didn't take the second new ball because Shahadat Hussain fell in the previous over, and now Pragyan Ojha has struck. So wickets in consecutive overs, getting rid of the overnight batsman, and has brought to the crease Shakib Al Hasan, the Bangladesh skipper. First up, he's gone over the top. And a 6. 297 for 5.
My word, what a start. First delivery he faces, down the pitch he goes. Bang. This is test match cricket. But the first one he faces has gone all the way to 6.
Oh. 300 for 5.
On for another biggie, and he's been taken. Sensational catch that was. Gautam Gambhir at square leg. Was in a good position, good captaincy by Dhoni. Had a man at square leg, not deep, just behind the umpire, and Gambhir pulls out a very good catch.
Ojha strikes again. Second wicket for him. He got the valuable wicket of Ashraful. He's playing a good knock, and now he's got the Bangladesh captain. He was trying to hit him. He was trying to hit his way. This time sweeping hard and straight to Gambhir. Good catch. He's gone for 7. 301 for 6.
290 for 3 at one stage. Now 301 for 6. Gets in Mushfiqur Rahim. He's been in very good form. Best of 101 coming in the last test match in Chittagong. He's bowled him. He's knocked him over. So the bowling change has worked for MS Dhoni. He's gone for the best bowler in the side. I don't know what Rakib Al Hasan was trying to do. Zahir Khan's ploy was always looking for the angle into the right-hander, and he lets it go.
He bowled it right from the edge of the crease, so it angled back to him, and then it did move off the pitch just a little bit in, and Rakibul, shouldering arms, has had his off-stump knocked back. Another wicket for Zahir Khan, his 4th. India celebrate, and Rakibul has to walk back for 5. Bangladesh now 304 for 7.
He's 7 down now. So the last of the recognised batsman, Mohammedullah Riyad, comes out to bat. And he's been in fine form against India. Best of 96, not out in the first innings. Edged, and a brilliant catch. What a catch! Vijay, the man, at second slip. Really sensational. Picks up a beauty. And second wicket in this over for Zahir Khan.
Once again the angling working. This time Mahmudullah, it did go away from him. He pushes at it, and a very good catch, a brilliant catch. One-handed, he just picked it up inches off the ground. Zahir Khan is delighted. 5-wicket haul for Zahir Khan, and India suddenly have got to Bangladesh right down on the bat. Gone for a duck. 304 for 8.
And he's bowled it again. What a delivery. Just going wide of the crease and going through the defences. The 6th wicket for Zahir Khan, and his 3rd in this over, and he will be on a hat-trick.
What a bowling performance this is by Zahir Khan. He's removed Shaful as well. Again going to the edge of the crease and going right through him. He was late on the shot, and it's knocked back the stumps. So 3rd occasion he's knocked the stumps in this over. He's on a hat-trick ball now. He's gone for a duck, Islam. Bangladesh down to the last pair with the score on 304.
Shot put away easily by Rahim for 4. Take 4 for that. Rahim willing to go over the top. With the field very close in. 90 overs bowled. It's 312 for 9. And it's going to be lunch here on day 4.
Ball him. That's it. 7 wickets for Zahir. And India now need to score 2 runs to win this test match. Zahir Khan becomes only the 4th Indian pacer to take a 10-wicket match haul outside India, after Chetan Sharma, Venkatesh Prasad and Irfan Pathan, who's done it twice.
Yeah, he's been absolutely menacing, especially to the batsman with the old ball. Once again cleaning up the tail, and on the way picking up a 10-wicket match haul. Super stuff. Only the 4th Indian pacer to take 10-wicket match haul outside India, after Chetan Sharma, Venkatesh Prasad and Irfan Pathan, who's done it twice. So India has bowled out Bangladesh for 312 and a lead by 1 run. They need to come back and bat, but what an effort.
Yes, it's a tremendous effort. He's keeping the ball. He would have taken that ball from the umpire, said, can I keep this? He will cherish that, because a 10-wicket haul, that is fantastic. It's not done too often in international cricket. 3 wickets in the first innings and 7 in the second. And that's a batting card for you. Tamim Iqbal the lone man to offer some resistance. What an innings he played. To the blazing innings, 151. Very good partnership of 200 with Junaid Siddiqui, who scored 55. Shadat coming in as night watchman scored 40. Ashraful was a patient innings, 25. But thereafter, bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, the only explosive thing to come out of the batting of Bangladesh was at the top, 200-run second wicket partnership between Tamim Iqbal and Junaid Siddiqui, and it was a pretty good one. Also, there was some good stuff from Shahadat Hussain, the night watchman, adding 68 with Mohammad Ashraful, and apart from that, nothing much.
And that's the bowling for you. Zahir Khan, 7 wickets. Ishant seemed to have regained his rhythm. Harbhajan got 1 wicket. Pragyan Oza got 2 wickets, crucial wickets. And Virender Sehwag bowled without getting a wicket. So 5 bowlers tried by Mahendra Singh Dhoni. That's the match summary for you. Bangladesh 233 all out after winning the toss. India replying with 544 for 8 declared. There are 2 men injured. Dravid retired at 111 and Yuvraj, who had torn a ligament, couldn't bat. Bangladesh in the second innings all out for 312. India now need 2 more runs to win this match and get a 2-0 lead. Sehwag and Gambhir. Well, they've had greater challenges than this. Question is whether they'll get it off the first ball or the second ball. And it's going to be the Bangladesh skipper Shakib bowling the first ball. Oh! He's had a wild one. Oh, turn and bounce. But the wicketkeeper making a mess. And I think that'll be a win for India. Not off the bat, but it's a byes. And India win the second test match. They win the series 2-0. Handshakes all around. And now let's see who gets to keep some of the stumps. Maybe Zahir Khan told Virender Sehwag, keep a stump for me. So that's the scoreline for you, 2-0. India win the Idea Cup.
A state of shock for the spectators, disbelief when they saw that happening so very quickly.
So that is the match summary for you. 233 Bangladesh in the first innings. India replying with 544 for 8 declared. Bangladesh in the second innings.
Well, the man of the match for today's game, outstanding achievement in this test match. 10 wickets for 49 on batsman's pitch. Zahir Khan will come up and pick up the man of the match check. US dollars 1,000 given by Rajat Mukherjee, CEO Idea Cellular Limited. And there's also a trophy that will be given by Rajat Mukherjee and Mr. Mabul Anam Senior, the Vice President of the BCB. So outstanding bowling performance, 10 for 49 in this game. Well, many congratulations, Zahir. We'll have a chat with you later. You'll have to come back. You'll have to come back. Well, I'd now like to call Saqib Al Hasan, please, the captain of Bangladesh. Well, Saqib, you'll be proud of the way your boys played yesterday, but disappointed with the effort today.
Yeah, I thought we didn't bat 2 hours of cricket very well. That's why we lose the game. First innings, first hour, and just before lunch 1 hour. So that was our downfall.
And the pitch was still a good one for batting. So what do you reckon is the reason for that?
Yeah, there was nothing wrong on the wicket. When Shahadat played, he played some good shots and he stayed on the wicket for 60-70 balls. So we are all capable of doing it, but I don't know what's going wrong with us. But there must be something going wrong and we need to find out what it is.
You had your moments in this series, but it'll be fair to say that you were outplayed by India. What are the positives you'll take away from this two-match series?
Like every time someone is getting runs, but not getting 2 or 3 guys getting hundreds, that's one thing we need to improve. But every time like Riyad, Mushfiq and Tamim played really good cricket, and our fast bowlers finally came out and did their job.
And what are your prospects now? You leave for New Zealand tomorrow. What are you looking for there?
Well, first we have to play 1 T20 and 3 ODIs, so we'll look to win the T20 match and doing good in ODI series. But I know it's not like our conditions, so it will be tough. But we'll come up to the good.
All I can say, having watched this series, you have the potential. This team, keep the self-belief going.
Thank you very much.
Saqib Ul Hasan, the captain of Bangladesh. Now the man of the series award for taking 15 wickets in the series. Once again, it's going to be Zaheer Khan who will have to come up and take the man of the series award. It wasn't an easy decision. You had some outstanding performances in the series, 200s and 2 test matches by Sachin Tendulkar as well. But Zaheer Khan will come up and take the award for the man of the series, 15 wickets on tracks which were pretty good for batting. And he'll get the award from Rajat Mukherjee, the CEO, Idea Cellulose Limited, and also Her Excellency, Ms. Mukta Datta Tomar, will present the Man of the Series trophy. 10 for 149 in this match, 7 for 87 in the second innings, and 15 wickets in the series. Well, Zaheer, plenty of hard work in this series, but today it worked like a dream.
Yeah, particularly this match, it was tough as the wicket was getting lower and slower. So it was tough for the bowlers as the match went on. But once it started to reverse, then there was something for the bowlers to work with.
That spell of yours close to stumps yesterday, very, very crucial, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think they started off with a good start, and then we had to pull it back. And end of day's play, it's obviously a nervous time for batsmen. So I just worked on it, give them a wide, juicy half volleys, and it worked for me.
And how your form has improved with every game. You were injured, you needed to come back, you needed the match practice. You think you're back at your best now?
Well, still long way to go. I feel I still need to work on my fitness a little more. But I'm happy with the way things are going for me. I'm amongst the wickets, which is always this particular spell is definitely a confidence booster for me.
And how's that shoulder pulling up? Because that was the one that was operated, wasn't it?
Well, it needs to be monitored. I have to just keep on doing the rehab exercises, and Nitin is there to take care of it.
And a word on Ishant. He's come along nicely in this series.
Well, it's good to see him the way he bowled in the series. The break has definitely helped him. He's also worked on his fitness and looking confident now.
1 week off, enough rest for South Africa?
Well, I mean, you know me. Once I'm playing, I just need to keep on playing and bowling more and more. So I'm definitely looking forward to South Africa too.
Well bowled today. Terrific performance. Great spell.
Thanks so much.
Well, Zaheer Khan, man of the match and the man of the series in this Idea Cup series. I'd now like to ask Mahendra Singh Dhoni to come up and collect the Idea Cup. And that will be given away by Mr. Rajat Mukherjee, this Chief Corporate Affairs Officer, Idea Cellular Limited. India winning the series 2-0. It will be given by Rajat Mukherjee and Mr. Mustafa Kamal, the President of the Bangladesh Cricket Board. So India winning the Idea Cup series 2-0. And another series win for the Indian captain, Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Well, MS, same question that I asked Zaheer. Hard work yesterday. But before I ask the next question, what was going through your mind? Before those 2 wickets went, 20 minutes before stumps.
think it was a difficult task to get 10 wickets, in the second innings, because frankly speaking, there was nothing really for the fast bowlers or the spinners. As the game progressed, it got slower and slower, and I believe it got better to bat on. So that was one of the reasons why we wanted to bowl first, because if early on the first morning, if you can get a few wickets, and you can restrict Bangladesh, not to score too many runs, because if we are batting first and if something happens and if we don't end up getting 600 or 650 odd runs, then we have to bat again. So it would have been really difficult to get result out of this test match. So it was tough, but at the end of the day, the 4-5 over spell that Zaheer bowled, just before the game finished, I think it was really remarkable. But throughout, I think the effort given in by the bowlers was really good, because I personally feel it was a fantastic wicket to bat on.
And even the spinners, they found it hard, wasn't it? The turn was on the slower side.
Well, of course, and for that you have to really flight the ball. So batsmen had ample time to go to the back foot or step out and play the drive. So frankly speaking, it was very difficult for the bowlers to bowl on.
Your bowlers were frustrated in that first hour of play. What made you give the ball to Zaheer 20 minutes before lunch? Because that turned the match on its head.
Well, we wanted to give them a fair chance, because we were looking for the new ball as well. But it's a old ball that gets a reverse swing going, and with the ball keeping low, there were fair chances that we can get the batsman LBW or even get them bowled. So we just wanted to give them a bit of, you can say, a extended stint at the batsman. So and it really worked for us. Zaheer got to the wickets, and after that we never really looked to go for the new ball. And I think credit goes to Ojha also at the same time, because he got that one wicket of Ashraful, and because of which we said, okay, we won't take the new ball and we'll just stick to this ball.
You were overwhelming favourites at the start of the series. You reckon you played to potential?
Well, we can always do better, because we are a side, who have really done well in the past 12 months, if you see, whether it's test cricket or one-day format. So I think we could have done better, but at the end of the day, I think if you see the result, it's a very satisfactory performance.
1 week to go before South Africa. The injuries must be worrying.
Well, of course, this series has been a series full with injuries for players. So at the end of, if you see this test match, we hardly had players outside who would come into field. So of course it's a bit of worry, but the amount of cricket we play, we always get injuries. So I'm just hoping players get fit before a crucial series like South Africa.
That is crucial, big one. 1 and 2 teams playing in the world.
Well, of course, and it's just a 2-match series, so even more pressure, and we'll be playing at home. So we're just expecting to play some good cricket out there, give our best, and enjoy some cricket.
Well played in this series, and well done.
2 runs needed to win. They win by 10 wickets and they win the Idea Cup 2010 Test Series 2-0.